I'm not even the Grand Soren yet.
I mean, honestly, for me...
Walking there.
Oh. For me, it's really going to depend on... What the hell is that? Alright, anyways. Like, depending on how long, like, an Elder Scrolls game comes out. Like, if it's 2 years down the road, and it will depend on what's out or what's coming out that year before I'll decide on getting an Elder Scrolls game.
For me, is if Bethesda's not being shitty in the next year or so, and or like, you know, if they turn around and they start being a good company again, I'll probably buy it. Just because, you know, if they're being a good company, good. I just don't want to give them any of my money because they are being so shitty and they don't deserve my money.
Right.
But besides that, I'm also gonna wait for reviews. Now, if it comes out and people are like next Witcher 3, and I don't want just a written review. I'm gonna watch a gameplay and all.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's like Net's Witcher 3 or something, Witcher 3 but better, I'll probably get it. Because at least they put out a quality Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah. Again. Yeah, because there honestly hasn't been a good Elder Scrolls game, honestly, in my opinion, since Morrowind.
And if Obsidian makes a Fallout, I'll buy that.
Well, yeah, because that makes sense. Obsidian does a good job. But yeah, I'll be surprised if we see an Elder Scrolls game in the next year and a half or 2 years. I'll be surprised.
No, the reason Obsidian is so good is the owner of Obsidian, like the head director.
Yeah.
He worked on the first Fallout game.
Right.
He was part of Fallout 1, 2, and 3. He's been part of all the Fallout games. Like, he loves it. I think most of the developers who made the original Fallouts also work at Obsidian. And I kind of wish that Bethesda, like, I wish they had the money to buy the rights, but they're such a smaller developer than Bethesda is, that Bethesda would be like,
honestly, like, legit, Bethesda's only games are Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Like, them are the only...
Dishonored. Dishonored's really good.
Yeah, Dishonored has turned out to be a really good
play them,
genre. Yeah, Dishonored has.
Just because I really don't care, but I can see the quality of them. Wolfenstein, from what everybody's saying, is really good quality too, but I don't, like, I just don't... If I'm gonna play
it's Wolfenstein, though, honestly. Like, if they fuck up Wolfenstein, they're bad. Basically. Like, basically, Wolfenstein is just fucking shit tons of combat and gore.
Like, I want PvP in a first-person shooter. A single play, like, just a single-player first-person shooter experience doesn't interest me anymore.
Honestly,
anymore to me.
What would honestly be cool, and like I know like people are gonna fucking be like, well, it's already there with ESO, but anyways, a cooperative Fallout or an Elder Scrolls game. That's honestly the next turning point for Bethesda. That's really what they need to do.
Yep. Like it. Well, the only thing limiting them is their fucking their engine that they use. Honestly, like, people have made mods to work on it. It's just, it's a huge pain in the ass because of the engine. So if they ever decided to be smart and update their engine so they can make quality games again, they'd probably do it. So hopefully, by the time the next Elder Scrolls game comes out, they have a new engine, because that's another thing that's hurting them really bad. Yeah,
it's their engine. And honestly, like, a lot of them gaming developers that have rebuilt their engines, like, fuck, the look at Battlefield 1. They rebuilt their engine for Battlefield 1, and look how amazing.
Engine, but yeah,
I thought they rebuilt it.
No, it's just an iteration of Frostbite.
Oh, is it?
Move
okay.
off of Frostbite. They just they just do different iterations of it.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, like, this game coming out the same time as Skyrim, like, this game was a much better game. It honestly was.
Yeah. Well, the reason, like like you're saying, Frostbite engine. The reason it's so good is they update their tech. The creation engine is old tech, and they can't update it. It doesn't work as updated tech.
Yeah.
So they have to make a new engine, which is pricey.
Bethesda can fucking afford it. Like, honestly.
Yeah, but it's Bethesda. It's a company. They don't like.
Yeah, I know.
They don't
I
like
know.
to.
And also, I think if they update their creation engine, it will actually force them to actually give a substance game, like a game that actually has fucking some weight to it.
Yeah,
and I think that's part of the why. Yeah, because Bethesda's very like notorious for allowing the modding community to make their game better.
Yeah.
And that's honestly lazy as a gaming developer. If that's the case, then your game shouldn't be worth a $60. It shouldn't be a $60 game. It shouldn't be worth that.
Games aren't worth $60. So their games aren't worth $60 anymore. They give you a shell of a game, and modders have to fix it.
Yeah. It's like the bugs used to be entertaining, but like they happen in every game now. It's like you're guaranteed you're gonna get a buggy ass game when you get a Bethesda game. Well, when it comes to their RPGs. Dishonored, and I don't know how Dishonored and fucking like whatchamacallit is. Fuck, I don't know that word. I don't know. Wolfenstein, there we go. Like,
Yeah.
and I guess Doom turned out to be pretty good too.
Oh yeah, and everybody likes Doom. So,
Yeah.
I mean, update your inventory. So do you still have the goods that are higher tier? Yes, they do. Alright, so when you upgrade an inventory, it stays updated. Cool, cool.
And I know people are gonna be like, well, like, with a Bethesda game, you got so much creativity. You can do what you want whenever you want. Yeah, that's good and all, but like, when your game
Does it really matter?
It does, yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. That's not what holds like a lot of people in a game. The fuck was that? Oh, spiders. Oh, I'm dead. I mean, not spiders. Anyways, like for me, like I love getting immersed in a story. Yeah, I did give you a rotten carrot. I did.
I was like, this motherfucker. They used my pawn. Somebody used my pawn for 34,000.
Yeah. But like. I don't know.
Like,
like,
when I logged back in the Dragon's Dogma on 360.
Yeah, you ended up getting like 4 fucking million rift crystals or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember because like I ended up getting, and you got back in the game, and we were talking, and you fucking told me about it right then and there. I'm like, oh fuck. And I think it was like after a month of you not playing the game too. That was even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, with what Witcher has honestly pulled off for an RPG that has story and substance and fucking world growth in it, and it's like Bethesda needs this stuff. Actually, not even just Bethesda. Every gaming developer that sets open world RPGs and stuff like that, they need to step up their game. Like hell, like. Could you imagine if, like, Wildcard built, like, Wildcard had a little bit of influence in Dragon's Dogma, dude? Dude, this game, like, it's amazing. It's good now. And, like, there's really nothing to complain about with this game, which is rare for games. Like, you always have something, like, you know, like, to nitpick at. This game has nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, And, you know,
Techniques against that foe.
but, like, Witcher, there was
Meteors.
nothing in Witcher that I could think of that made the game better. Like, the game was perfect the way it is.
Numbers have risen.
Hell, if
No, it really
anything,
was.
more content. Like, not more content, like it needed more content, but more content,
Just extra.
just extra content. Be like, hey, you know, by the way, we're done doing things, but here's one last DLC, just for the hell of it. That'd have been like, oh my god, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I upgraded her. Just her meteors are stronger than they were.
Alright.
Its kind target will win over all others. More vicious than a cyclops.
Okay, where are her boons? Higher affinity. Affinity. Just a, oh, fancy. It's good. Change rotation.
You all right, Lucy?
My assassin.
Now, I'll aim for the head. I'll hold it. Attack.
And like, I know my mom, like she loves Skyrim. She absolutely loves Skyrim. She'll spend hours on hours of just entirely looting a dungeon and like walking over encumbered all the way back to her house and then like selling and stuff. And yeah, that's what she likes to do. But for me, looking like, for me, I like an immersive story that's gonna just sit there and like blow my mind when it actually happens. Like when you complete the story, it's
I
like
like a
your
variety of content. That's what I like.
yeah.
Not even necessarily a variety of content. It's mainly just like, right, like whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think of
Man claims the sea is mother to all life.
can't think of what I'm trying to say. I guess just variety in general, because like look at this game, right? Like there's not a lot of variety in what you're really doing. Besides, well, okay, there is. A lot of the quests are to go and kill something, like a lot of the
Yeah.
side quests,
Yeah.
you know, or escort somebody here. But on that side quest, it might go, hey, go kill this many, like go kill a few ogres, and like that killing those few ogres is going to be an entirely different experience than it is going to kill that griffin.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I
Every
really
enemy
like.
feels
It's just-
entirely different. With Sky, like The Witcher had that too. And every enemy, your tactic of fighting them was different. Skyrim was like there is like the same with Fallout. There is no tactic on fighting an enemy. When it comes to fighting a dragon, do shit tons of damage to him. When it comes to fighting a trying to think of something else, a giant in Skyrim, do shit tons of damage. Like that's the only thing. Like you know.
Yeah.
Like there's
It
no
never
like
changes.
there's no tactic like with Skyrim they could be like okay like their armor like dragons like scales are like extra tough. Like they really gave an excuse with like the only reason like you're like honestly like you should need like certain weapons to fight dragons. Like, legitimately, you should need certain weapons. And you can't, like, I don't fucking care. It shouldn't be any weapon you pick up.
Or you have to hit their weak spots. One of the
Yeah.
two, something like that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, you do a certain amount of damage to them. Like, chip parts of their scale, chip off, so you have to aim for that crit spot. But, I don't know. Like, the thing is, though, like, Elder Scrolls games don't ever... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Because Elder Scrolls games do have, like, enemies have crit spots. Like, their heads are criticals and stuff